See, one of the most powerful ways to make your ideas interesting and effective and bring in proof into it is through association. So you bring in some factors or something that is already proven in that's working in different industry because of certain psychology, and the same psychology and principles are working in this similar industry. So you bring this idea, you prove that there is a psychology, underlying psychology, and then you transfer the psychology here. So there's already built-in mechanism, there is a built-in proof into it, and it brings a lot of newness into your emails and make it more interesting. Hi, my name is Gaurav Katale, and I have generated millions of dollars for my clients through copy and email. In this email breakdown, I'm going to show you how this principles of association works. So let's get into it. So the subject line is how to attract rich clients while saying goodbye to cheaper ones. And the industry that I'm writing for, my client is in, is for them, attracting rich clients is one of the most important. This is what they crave. So whenever you're doing your research, identify what your target audience is craving right now. What are their fantasies? What is that they really want in their business that can actually help turn around their business? So since these people want to work with clients with money and who can hire them on retainer, and which is why attracting rich clients is so important to them, because when they bring cheap clients, either they have a lot of hesitation in paying them, plus it's hardly it's very difficult for them to retain them, or maybe put them in a retainer and maybe ask them for a pay of 6 months or 1 year. So it gets very difficult, which is why they want rich clients and they wanted to get rid of all these cheaper clients. So what I'm doing here, the subject line is benefit plus curiosity, which is one of the safest way. But here what I'm doing is I'm creating aspirations by talking about rich clients and creating that contrast on how they can get rid of bad clients. So one of the busiest shopping streets in the world is Fifth Avenue in New York City, USA. It's also one of the most expensive, jam-packed with iconic brands like Tiffany and Company, Gucci, Louis Vuitton, Prada, and Cartier, attracting customers from all over the world. And you wonder why. Why would someone spend thousands of dollars on the apparel or a single handbag? Now, what I'm doing here is, since I'm talking about richness and abundance, I wanted to create that feeling. And how I can do that is by giving very realistic example. By creating that visuals of that is emotionally loaded with luxury and status, and create that set of context of abundance. And so when I'm talking mentioning these luxury brands, what I'm doing is actually making the readers feel of how the wealth looks like. And what I'm going to do next is, first I'm going to talk about the wealth so that they can have those feelings, and then transfer those feelings into the offer and the packaging that I'm talking about. And you wonder why would someone spend thousands of dollars on the apparel or a rich? And now I'm shifting to psychology. I'm shifting to making them understand how these rich guys feel, so that you can use that. You can use this, leverage in their industry. So I'm talking about handbags that cost 5K, 10K. I'm going into specific details, concrete details, to make it more real. So whenever you're writing, just don't say things which is related to wealth. Bring it real, make it real, make it concrete. So I'm making this, telling the name of this, using the name of this specific brands, and talking about the price. So it all comes down to getting indulge in things that make them feel good. So I'm shifting actually what I'm doing is I'm actually shifting the belief that people spend a lot of money on the experiences and stuff simply because it makes them feel good. So sometimes there is no logic into spending all this thing. It's all psychological, it's all mindset, and it's all about feelings. So it's about treating themselves to something special and feeling utterly satisfied. This is why affluent people spend a huge amount on things and experiences that make them feel good and privileged and even celebratory. This is why massages, and so it's actually massages here, and therapy centers have been blooming all over the world. See, what I'm doing is I'm actually trying to create two bridges here. One is that rich people spend, for their status and something they wanted to feel good and privileged, and because of which I'm creating a second bridge, that this is why this industry of massages and therapies, are blooming because rich people are spending money. However, the truth is, most business owners do not know how to attract these affluent clients. So they settle for low paying and over demanding clients. Now, I have made them think that there is a reason that massages and therapy centers are blooming all over the world because rich people are spending money there. But a lot of business owners in this industry do not know how to attract these clients, and so they are stuck with the bad clients. So readers feel that there is a gap between these low paying clients and where they want to be. What if you can consistently attract affluent clients and rebook over 90% of them? So this is the the core of everything. Now, they wanted to attract and rebook 90% of them so that they have to spend less and less efforts into acquiring clients, and since they have clients who are satisfied and happy and rebooked, there is a consistent income, and these happy clients bring in more clients. This what if is a very powerful two word phrase, because it moves people from skepticism to exploration to possibility to think. So this will completely change the trajectory of your business and life. What But what do these affluent clients exactly look for? What attracts them? What keeps them coming over and over again? See, with this copy, what do these affluent clients exactly look for? What attracts them, keeps them coming and over and over? I'm creating another gap. I'm actually building the demand for the offer. So that they, when I'm talking about or pitching the offer, this is natural segue because I'm creating that demand for it. By asking these questions, I'm creating that loop. I'm opening the gaps of what is missing in them. Well, it's not about offering luxury or spending big on decor or ads. It's about how you position, communicate, and make people feel when they experience a service. Now, this is one of the biggest objections they may have when I'm talking about affluent clients. They may feel that, it's about, giving that luxury experience or spending huge on, the infrastructure or decor or ads. So whenever you are making big claims or whenever you are talking about something that may stop them or something that may that they may predict, or it may sound obvious, you might be they may read this and feel that the author is going to do that. That's where you have to break that pattern. You have to overcome that objections. You have to give them the hint that what you're thinking is not the right. So that is why when I'm talking about what these affiliate clients look for, what attracts them, it's not about just offering luxury or spending big. It's about how you position, how you communicate, and this is much more achievable. And this is even people who are into this business and they are not do not have a huge budget, or their centers are not filled with luxurious things, still they can manage to get good clients simply because they know how to position themselves or how to communicate. This is exactly what you will discover inside the Fluent client program. So there is a natural segue from creating that gap to what I have to offer. You will discover the step-by-step framework that has helped over 350 clients, students to build the massage and therapy business they love. Just like Jason. So I'm giving social proof here. The proof is one of the most powerful, persuasive tool you can add to any of your sales argument. So just like Jason, who went from seeing only 5 clients a month to becoming fully booked for 12 months in advance. And then stay-at-home dad Nick, who went from feeling stuck even after trying literally everything to 4xing his business in 10 weeks. Now this is also creating an emotional connect with the audience, and there are specific numbers which I am using which adds more believability, like fly from 5 clients a month to getting fully booked for 12 months in advance. And So all these people were in the same boat as you were when they joined the Affluent Client program. Copy here is, it helps reduce resistance and remove excuses. So because all these people were exactly where you were, just by adding this copy that they were say in a similar situation that you were, I'm trying to say that, wherever you are, whatever the situation is, there are people in your situation who have used it and transformed their business, so you can too. But they all took that leap, and you can watch out for the results. So now this copy is pulling them to take action. Click here to find out how Fluent Client Bootcamp can change your life and and business. So that's the whole email. If you like this video, then subscribe to my channel and join my newsletter where I share a lot of insights into consumer psychology and how you use these emails to actually turn into a lifestyle asset where you can add a lot more money and freedom into your business.